Okay, so y'all, it's Real Housewives of Atlanta, new season what, 15? Um, it was cute. It had funny moments. But was I impressed? Was I jumping out of my seat? Was I just, oh my gosh, no. It did not give me that. I don't know. I just don't know. Do you? Let's talk about it, y'all. So the episode began with Martell and Sheree. Yes, Martell from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now listen, I have never watched Love and Marriage Huntsville. You know, I'll be doing a lot. And if I ever get around to watching it, I'll watch it. But when shows already start, when it's already umpteen seasons into a show, I just rather not watch it because it's gonna take too long to try to catch up. And I'm the kind of person, like, I get so into it, I want to watch every single episode, like, left and right, and I don't really have that kind of time to do that. So whenever I'll check out Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I do know, based on the good old social media, some of the tea that Martell, I know he's cheated on his wife and all that kind of stuff. I know he's kind of a somewhat of a villain kind of character. So yeah. So he's dating Sheree. Candy had mentioned that she thought that he was with Sheree, clout chasing off Sheree's name. I can see that. I mean, Sheree is on Bravo, and she is on Real Housewives of Atlanta and stuff. I don't think he's clout chasing her in terms of money, but he's definitely doing it probably for views and clicks and blah blah blah. But the thing about that, if that's his intention, I don't think it's gonna work, because you're already a villain, sir. So it's just like, so for people to all of a sudden change their mind about you, and you become kind of a likable character, is highly unlikely. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. They sit down talking. Sheree brings over a chef. I don't know why Martell was dressed like he was going to prom. I don't know if that's just his regular attire. I mean, he looked nice, but it was just like, child, you're just coming up to the house. But anyway, I was just like, all right. So she brought a chef to surprise him to come over to Chateau Sheree. I don't know how she's paying all that rent or mortgage or whatever. The light bill. What is the light bill over there at Chateau Sheree? I just don't know. I just don't know. But apparently Sheree lives there full time. I ain't heard nothing different. Hey, I'll be scared, honestly. It's so many rooms. It's just so many little hiding places, I'm sure. I'm just not one for... I've always wanted like a big house to live in and stuff. I've always stayed in apartments. I've always wanted a nice house to live in and stuff, and my own land and own everything and all that. And I'll get there one day. But I don't need it to be too big. And so I'm assuming she's not there every day, so I don't know. My mind would just be wondering. But anyway, she probably has security, blah, blah, blah. So they're sitting down talking and having a moment. And, the whole interaction between Martell and Sheree was just giving me clickety-clackety vibes. It was just giving me sisters, a girlfriend's tea. And then, I'm not trying to call him whatever. But I'm just saying, it was just giving me... it's just two friends hanging out. Just whatever. But I don't know. If they did create an OnlyFans, though, I probably would subscribe, just to be honest. Because Sheree got a bad body. Their body's everything. And the Martell is nothing to sneeze at either. So, I mean... y'all get y'all mind out the gutter. I only subscribe to people on OnlyFans who have cooking channels and reading out the wills and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so what do we see next? We see the Candy Coated Nights. We see Don Juan and Karma. And we see Candy. They're talking. Carmen, I think she has her own business where she's doing well. It's good to see her. She looks really good. We see Don Juan all the time. Hey, Don. They say Don Juan's married to a white woman. Did y'all see that? I'm not gonna get it out. Y'all. So anyway, they're talking and stuff. They briefly go over Sheree and how Candy apparently tried to help Sheree get her stuff by Sheree started, child. I don't even know if the site is still running. I don't know what's going on with She by Sheree. It's just a shame. They say Sheree don't want to pay nobody. She can't. She got to pay all them bills in the chateau. Y'all cut Sheree some slack, child. I love Sheree, but Sheree is probably the delusion that she lives in is just so wow. You know, it's just like, well, what can you say? It's just it's so immaculate. It's so amazing. I hope to one day be as delusional as Sheree because, wow. And so we're going to pray for Chateau Sheree and She by Sheree and all that because it really could be successful. But, you know, child, she was still in fashions and I don't know. Anyway. So they talked about that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let me see. Kenya came by and Mangetta came by. Mangetta is on the show full time now, although she's not a housewife. But I guess they auditioned her to see how she gonna work out. Y'all know Mangetta is Candy's friend. She was on the last season. She's also she used to be married to singer Neo. And yeah. So Candy was feeling some kind of way about Mangetta talking to Marlo. You know, Marlo and Candy got into it real bad last season, and they get into it again this season, I think. They're just not going to be girlfriends, child. Am I the only one that... I mean, it's early off in the season, but am I the only one that don't hate Marlo like everybody else? I don't mind Marlo. I think Marlo is funny. I really do, and I appreciate her for taking care of her nephews because she didn't have to do that. You know, and I don't know. I think Marlo has a lot of problems. She has done a lot of wrong. She has, and she can be very mean and malicious. Absolutely. She could absolutely be a bully. For sure. But to me, all those things that I just named, each one of them can be that. With watching so much reality television, it's just like I've seen worse than Marlo. So it's just like, I don't know. I mean, if we're going to condemn Marlo, there's a couple of other people I can think of that we can, you know, condemn as well. So I don't know. This might be Marlo last season because the girls are not liking her whatsoever. This is just the first episode. We're going to see what she gives. But she was very apologetic and, you know, giving out her testimony at the reunion last year. So we're going to see. So yeah, what else happened in that scene with the candy coated clique? Yeah, I think that was it. Kenya, she talked about how Martell has slid in her DMs, but then Watch What Happens Live, we found out that Martell was replying to a story or something. We're not gonna start that again. We dealt with that on Real Housewives of Potomac, where Ashley tried to say that Chris slid in her DMs and was trying to holler at her when he was replying to her Instagram story. We're not going to play that on Atlanta, that Potomac foolishness where they tried to get Chris caught up. We're not going to do that. We're not. So we're going to shut that all the way down. Now, could Martell have possibly flirted with Kenya at some point or wanted to or whatever? Sure, Kenya's beautiful. For sure. But that's not the case. Kenya cleared that up and you know, I'm sure he's going to cuss Kenya out like a good sauce. And yeah, we're gonna see. Hell, we saw next week they're gonna get into it real bad, Kenya and Martell. So we're gonna see. What else we have, y'all? Candy. There was a lot that happened with the scene between Candy and Mangetta and Kenya. Candy talked about Todd. He's producing movies. He's writing scripts. and all that kind of stuff. And he wants Candy to produce them, but he's writing the scripts and blah blah blah. They're a team and stuff. And he wants Candy to be more available, even though she says that when she wants him to be available, he's not. They're both driven workaholics, etc. I knew this was going to happen between Candy and Todd eventually. At some point in a relationship, in a marriage, somebody has to bend. They're both super successful. Candy even more so, even though not taking away nothing from Todd. But I'm just saying, I knew it was just going to always be a thing of him trying to match her, in the sense, as far as, income. I don't know about popularity, but definitely income and stuff like that. Their marriage, they're one, but regardless of what anybody says, that would tear up somebody's ego when your partner is more successful than you, in areas. People automatically look at you like you're just leeching off of them or whatever. And they have been talking crap about Todd for years, which is a shame because he works hard and he is successful and has his own money. But because Candy is Candy, it's going to always be that thing. And maybe he's feeling some of that, but he also has his own hopes and dreams and stuff that he wants to accomplish. Now, can he accomplish those things without Candy? Don't know. But yeah, it's just, it's a trip. And they got these two little kids, little Ace and the little baby girl. And it's just, it's a lot. It is a lot. It's a lot. So I don't know what they're going to do at this point. I hope Todd and Candy make it. I really do. Because neither one of them are going to bend, really, to be honest. And so, I don't know. I just don't know, child. If they divorce, it's going to get ugly. I can see it now. It's going to get real ugly. Because if they do, God forbid, it's going to go from, oh, this is us and what we created. It's going to go from us and we to me and mines and what I did. And child, I know he signed the prenup, but they done created so much stuff outside of that prenup. They done collaborated on so many things, so many projects after they first got married. So we're gonna pray for the Burses and Tuckers. Okay, y'all, what else is going on? Sanya, she is we see her and her beautiful family. She got all her family staying with her. She got her parents staying with her. She got, obviously, her husband and her one child, her little boy. But then she got her sister's husband, and their kids staying there as well. They gave the sister a confessional. She looks like Sanya. And, they're just talking and whatever, talking about how she used to do her hair and how Sanya still be wanting her to do her hair and hook her up. And, Sanya tells the story of way back when she was running track, when she first became Sanya Richards. She was successful when she was first thrust in the spotlight doing her thing, blah, 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 celebrity. She said at one point her parents was her managers. Her sister did her hair. Now, in today's time, she has a brother-in-law, her sister's husband. He's her assistant, and he's connecting with her so that he could possibly link with people in the real estate business so he can get that going for himself and stuff. And so it's just a lot on her, on top of the kids and on top of everything. They all live together. Sanya, I want you to get your family off TV, yeah? Get your family off Guataguan. Get your family off TV. Get your family off TV, Sanya. Because they gave your sister a confessional. And the first thing she did in her confessional was talk crap about you. Now, whether it's true or not, because it's your sister, it's going to hit a little differently than these ladies doing it. Okay? And I want you to keep your relationship with your family. So get them out your house, and get them off the show. We can see them in the background somewhere. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? You see, they finally got Mama Joyce off the show. Candy them. It's too much. You already got to deal with the drama from the show with these ladies. That is enough. On top of dealing with your family drama, and then your family linking up with the other ladies, and they all talking crap about you behind the scenes. It's too much. You're gonna go crazy. And it's time for everybody to separate and get their own place. And the sister saying slick stuff out her mouth to Sanya, and Sanya telling the sister's husband, which is her assistant, to go do something. He don't want to do it, and then the sister chiming in. So you need to set boundaries. You don't know what you're doing, and now they work together. They ain't got nothing to do. That's not your husband right now. That's your sister's assistant, but that's not your husband. But you're going to always feel some kind of way because your sister is bossing your husband around. See, it's just too much. Get out my house. Get out my home. I love you. I love you. We can make curry chicken anytime. But tonight, I'm eating Popeyes. Get your ass out. Sanya, I done told you. Okay. What else happened? We see Marlo and the nephews. They're so cute. They're growing up. Marlo has a life coach, which is the best thing that she could have did. She got a life coach, and they started talking, and she talked about when she kicked the boys out and how she felt really bad and it was a mistake. And the life coach was like, it wasn't a mistake and all that. Listen, it's a lot for anybody to just take on kids. And so Marlo needed a break. She did it. She handled it wrong. She shouldn't have said what she said, but she said it. We all say stuff out of anger. We all say stuff out of frustration, out of being tired. Lord knows I do, and all that kind of stuff. So, it was a learning experience for everybody. And this is something new for all of them. So, they got through it. Hopefully it won't happen again. And but it's going to be something else because it's family, and can't nobody work your nerves quite like your family can. So, yeah, we're going to pray for all of them, but good for Marlo. Okay, anything else that happened? We meet this new girl, Courtney. She comes over to Sheree's house when Sang is there. They're kind of working out, but Courtney did not come to work out in the Monica boots. So gone over you. She came, and apparently she has a slick beef with Candy. Well, Candy went around telling people that she said that she was friends with her. That the girl Candy told somebody that Courtney said that they were friends. Basically trying to say that Courtney needs her to be her friend, or basically lied and said that her and Candy were friends, which they wasn't. This lady created this whole thing, and I'm just like, Courtney, if you trying to come on the show like this, you is not gonna get no fans. She's a cute girl. But Courtney, no. This is not your introduction to the world. This is not how you... So, let me see. Anything else I'm missing? We see little Brooklyn. She's so cute. Kenya's daughter. Anything I'm missing? So, Sanya, she's having this 40th birthday party, Harlem Nights theme for Ross. She spent $100,000 on that party, child. Y'all gonna get enough. Don't nobody spend money or stunt quite like Atlanta. I tell you, they will spend their last for a party. Half the people you invited don't even like you for real. They just come to talk shit and eat for free and drink. It was beautiful. Sanya looked great. Ross was sharp as hell in his white. You hear me? That is a fine man. That Ross is a fine man. And her brother-in-law too, her sister's husband. They both, child. Could you imagine? Both of them? Both of them? Is it my birthday? Y'all stop. The sister and Sanya, they did good. Sanya, they did good. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So anyway, everybody arrived. They talking. Everybody looked good. You know, no complaints about the attire. The Candy girl. The Courtney girl. She met Candy. It was nice, but then her volume kept increasing. She kept getting more and more nasty with Candy. And you know, Candy, she was trying to be cool, but Candy ready for the mess. You know, starting the stuff about her, about how she don't need her to be her friend and blah, blah, blah. And it was just stupid and silly. And Candy, you know, she talking about she get rid of the head butter, so you know it's getting ready to be a rap, child. I said, well, everybody move. Okay, because Candy done kicked off her shoes and relaxed her feet, and she finna box, so y'all better move. I said, well, here we go. Meanwhile, we got Maniata, Kenya, and Sheree is over there talking. And they have been hearing rumors about Martell has been cheating on Sheree. So they over there telling Sheree the tea already at the party, child, while Martell is there. And I was just like, child, it's a mess. It's a mess. Look, to end this video, I guess I've watched so much reality television throughout the years. It's just nothing really surprises me or shocks me anymore. In fact, most things seem just staged, even though it's real, you know. Seems staged and forced, made up, predictable, all those things. But we in here, you know, we've always watched Atlanta. We're gonna see what it gives. If nothing else, you're gonna get some funny moments and I guess some new drama, hopefully. But one thing I am excited to see is the OGs come back. Who started it all? Kim Zolciak, KKK Kim, Sheree Whitfield, Deshaun Snow, and Lisa Wu Hartwell. Well, just Lisa Wu. Without Nene Leakes. That's the only person we're missing, of course. So it'll be nice to see them. And yeah. Deshaun, they said she wants to be back on the Housewives. And she said she got a new attitude. She done dropped that husband. You know, she had them 3 little boys by that husband. She used to just spend his money at Clueless and waste money. And I don't know. They done divorced and she done got a new attitude. She done started wearing splits up to the neighbor like Toni Braxton. And said she a new woman. But do we care, Deshaun? I don't know, but it'd be good to see her. It'd be good to see all of them. Anyway, this video's long enough, child. With that said, I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on Google+. Follow me at @ItsKingsWorld on Instagram and Twitter. At @ItsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. MrChalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Yeah. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.